I encourage all of you to vote for Jim Gray for mayor.
Thumbs up, everybody.
Let's get everybody up.
Come on, come on.
Yeah.
Come on up, everybody up. Up. There we go. All right, Jim, give him hell now.
Thanks, y'all. Thank y'all so much. Wow. You know, this does take me back about 8 years ago, Teresa. When I made a little endorsement 8 years ago, I said, among other traits, which I will express again and share again, I said, Teresa Isaac is wicked smart, and she has proved it again. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thanks to the city employees. You all know, those of you who are in any way, shape, or form involved in a business, in an organization, you know how important it is to have the support and the encouragement of your employees. And that was just a huge, huge encouragement for me to get the support of our city employees. Scott, thank you. From at least 6 or 8 months ago, when you gave me sort of a thumbs up, an encouragement, and a nod, big deal. Foster, former Mayor Foster Pettit, same. I look around on this stage, I look out at this audience, I think about last night when Andrea was in her home with her friends, and she shared with us some prepared remarks, she said, and I know how spontaneous and wonderfully creative Andrea can be, so when I saw that she had prepared remarks, I was really, really touched by that. Barbara, Sam, Teresa's mom and dad, Warren, you're one of that handful of those encouraged me. My mother, Lois, hello there. Right here, we're talking. Even today, I want to tell y'all that she counts yard signs, so please pick one up. Linda Breathitt, I treasure. Her father, Ned, such an inspiration for me for a long time. And all of my campaign staff and all of you who are volunteers. Today means the world to me and to what we're trying to do. This proves today that this campaign has momentum. Now, sometimes, you know, folks, in a campaign, what's remarkable about democracy is sometimes, often, the more competitive, the more the issues get elevated. And that's what's efficient, and that's what's good for democracy. So there are two things going together right now. Two things going together in the same unfortunate direction. Rising unemployment and rising water bills. Now, did y'all are you enjoying getting your new 37% higher water bill?
No.
Then let me tell you something. I am your guy. You know, It can't always be sugar and spice and all things nice in a campaign. You got to tell the facts. You got to tell the record. My record and Mayor Newberry's record. When I called for examining and closely looking at the water company's proposal for a new $164 million plant, looking at the questions, examining the supply and demand issues, the mayor said, no, full throttle ahead, full speed ahead, let's build this thing, pedal to the metal. I stood up for the people. Dick DeCamp was right there too. We stood up for the people, not for the special interests. Jim Newberry has unfailingly stood up for special interests. Whether it was Centerpoint, whether it was objecting to the council's call for an audit at the airport, or overspending in projects across the city. First, there's a hole in the heart of our city. Now there's a hole in your wallet. Now, do you think for a minute that the $28,000 Jim Newberry has received from Kentucky American Water had anything at all to do with his support for a $164 million water plant?
You bet it did.
Folks, there's another issue. I said the two things go together. Jobs. 2 weeks before he passed away, many of you all know, many of you all knew, we still think of him in the past tense, in the present tense rather, Coach S.T. Roach. He actually allowed me to call him S.T. He filmed a TV spot for me 2 weeks before he passed away. And he said to me, Jim, the reason I'm for you, and Miss Letty said I could say this to you all, his wife, the reason I'm for you is one word, J-O-B-S. You. Thank you. He said, Jim, your whole life you've created jobs. You've helped build a business with the help of your family, your mother, your brothers. You've not only created jobs, he said, I know, in Lexington, but across Kentucky. And he was right. Our company's worked in 37 states in 38 years since my father passed away. We built 831 projects, and more than 22,000 jobs were created in the ones in just the 74 of those 831 that we helped the customer select the site. So we know something about how to create jobs. This community, and the reason we're here today, is because when our mayor and others say everything's perfect in paradise at 8.3% unemployment, because we happen to be a little bit better than other places in the state, they're wrong. You ask Charles Logan, who was laid off at the GE plant on Loudon Avenue just 6 weeks ago. Charles is 57, he's got a family, doesn't have a job today. We must do better, and we can do better. Folks, as I'm closing, I want to tell you all, if you haven't got a copy of my Fresh Start Plan, please take a copy of it. Every word was carved carefully. There are 13 sections in this plan. From creating a more open and transparent government, from my commitment to bring the mayor's office from the top floor to the first floor of City Hall, to running the business of our city more like a good business, to treating employees respectfully and fairly, and to creating jobs in this community. And why? Why? Because this is a very special place. and all of our neighborhoods. All of our neighborhoods make it this special place. Thank you all so much for being here today. Teresa, thank you again so much. And I am looking forward to walking those neighborhoods with you because you're the best at it. And we can get started right now. How about that? Thank you all so much. I want us to come back up one more